Hello, hello, and we are live.
Morning from not so sunny post Halloween New York, but good morning, guys.
Yeah,
Hello?
hi Daniel. Hi Flo. Where are you right now?
I'm in Porto. It's okay, Sunny. We had a week of pre-Halloween only rain, and now it's good.
Nice, nice. And how was your Halloween, Daniel?
Intense. I have two 8 years boys, twin boys. They were costumed as twin reapers, like instead of grim reapers, they were twin reapers. And here in Greenpoint, it's crazy. It's like it felt not like New York, but like a small village, because there are so many family-owned shops and like brownstones. So people are like sitting on their porches, trick or treating with kids, and it's so crowded and like it's very funny for kids and for adults too. I mean, I had a good time.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I miss New York a little bit. Like at this like Halloween time, like almost no one celebrates Halloween in Lisbon. Yeah, yesterday like there were a lot of people on the streets, but almost like no costumes. People are not like
Well,
in the
maybe you like it. You don't have this evil energy in your city.
yeah. So. Shall we start? The reveal is happening. Um, I see that already maybe like 20% of items were revealed. Daniel, maybe like, can you maybe start and like give like an overview of the trades based on some example, just
uh
to.
yeah, give me like something to some particular token to talk about.
Okay, let's start with the LIOM 580.
580, like like a lottery. Okay, very white one. It still has a placeholder, at least for me. Uh,
No,
five
no,
eight, 580.
580,
Sorry,
yeah, yeah, 580.
yeah, I 580, something like that. Okay, this one. Did I typed it correctly? Uh well, I mean, we spent some time already explaining all the mechanic details in Discord, but I do understand that for this particular project, the mechanics is complex, and we spent few months actually creating it and even more balancing it, because it's a tricky. Like the more complex the mechanic is, the trickier is to at least try to make everyone happy, because if it's an open system, so we don't know the exact parameters until the minting. So we try to like model, simulate it, and see, and try to, yeah, as I said, make at least mildly happy. I can't say like everyone will be happy, because it's impossible. The trades has to be distributed somehow, but we tried to design the system the way, if you get something like on a lower end in one particular trade, usually it's compensated with higher probabilities in of something rare in a different trade. So this particular one, let me guide you through what you already see here. So the most like basic thing you see from the beginning is the overall shape, like how this mini flock is formed, and in this particular case, it's triangle. What is interesting about, and this trait is called formation. What's interesting about the formation is initially on minting, only 7 types of formations were distributed. So right now in the whole collection, there are only 7 types available. And that's where this idea of sets came from. I can like I mean, I can count. So there is like circle, square, triangle, star, like threefold thing. What else? Diamond and something else. Someone help me. And a cross. So that's our 7 basic ones. The interesting thing about the formation is mid-journey, as your NFT is evolving through time. At some point, if you have enough voids in your NFT and you are lucky enough, at some point the formation might change. So there is evolution of this trait.
Oh, wait, sorry a second. Like there's like community is saying that your screen is not showing actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
A second. Yeah, can you please refresh your page?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
It's showing for me.
Yeah, it's shown for me too, and I see it in the stream. So
Okay, maybe the community need to refresh it.
like,
Okay.
guys, somewhere in the chat, do you see my screen at all or not? Is it like a problem for just for one, or it's like major thing? Okay.
Okay, now it's
Oh, people, I see in the Discord, they say, we see your faces, all 3 of you, but probably no streaming. I mean, guys, as a suggestion, you can open the Life in Our Minds 580. That's the NFT I'm discussing right now, while our tech team trying to fix the issue. Hopefully it will work soon. But for now, I probably can just continue, and you can just open OpenSea page, and because I'm not showing something like exclusive, it's all available on OpenSea already. So getting back to the formations. As I said, this is triangle, but if you're lucky enough and you got NFT with enough potential amount of voids, it could change. So the formation could change. So from like circle, you might get to very rare kind of formation like double circle, like two circles. And the same goes for every one of these 7 basic ones could be converted at some point to 3 more rare formations. That's
okay. This is actually super interesting. Like, any chance I can say right now which NFTs, which LIOMs can actually have a chance to later to be rebirthed to a new ones?
Well, you can guess which one definitely will not. That's
Okay.
what I can say, because if the thing is, it's more about visuals, because if you have not enough voids in your NFT, these complex formations will look simply ugly, unfortunately. So if you have like 15, 17, 20 voids, this because of the like the size of the shape is bigger and you need more voids to populate them. So we decided to not switch these formations for NFTs with low amount of voids. So if you have low amount, this means probably you're out of luck. If you have high amount, it's not guaranteed. It's again about probabilities. But if you have a higher amount of voids, it means at some point you may get this formation change. This is a bad news for people with lower amount. The good news, it's compensated. As I said, you will not get a chance to like rare formation, but you have a much higher chances for speed evolution boost and higher chances for getting some special materials in your void, which I don't know what will be more valuable actually at the end, like having more gold voids or having the rare formation. So as I said, we try to compensate.
Okay, now I have so many questions, but like before I go into this flow, do you want to comment on like on the like visual side, or on the like on the trade side, like how do you feel about like exactly this one 580?
Exactly this one. No, I mean, overall, we were like when we came to the project, we were like super impressed. What was actually, what was like how this could actually be implemented when we started talking to you guys, and because we're working with kind of swarming in the more physical for the last 10 years, and we usually we usually aim much higher than what was or is possible technologically. So I mean, like in general, but especially with the evolutionary and also the visual side, how that came to life and was translated, like we were super happy. Maybe it would be good to tell people what is, when we talk about low and high amounts, what would that mean? If we're looking at this is kind of a low to medium, right?
Let me. I mean, I can go trade by trade, but yeah, it's a good question. So I don't know, do you see the trades or not? But it says me it has 12 points currently, and the evolution is on 20% right now. So why I had many questions about like why evolution is not zero. Well, because on zero you have 0 voids and the reveal will be just black screens and no one will be happy. So we made a decision to give like a kickstart for each one. So they start like on a reveal with at least 7 to I think like 12 voids already being added, and all of them obviously like they trades are taken from the mint wallet. And from that, the evolution continues. So what does it mean to have 12 voids and have 20% of evolution? Because each void needs some time to like reveal its traits. It means we have to reserve some part of like this 100% for adding new voids like to the NFT, and the rest is reserved for revealing. And well, I will be like this crazy scientist with board and interconnected things if I start to show you how how this thing works. But the easy math to like simplified math, the voids will be added in the first 50% of the life of each NFT. Meaning, if this NFT has 12 and it's on 20%, it means like it will at the very end, if you like keep this NFT in your wallet, and it will have enough time to fully develop to 100% evolution, you should multiply this 12 by 2.5, right? So like to get to 50%, you need 2.5 more time, and the voids you should multiply by the same thing. It will be around 30, I guess, as a ballpark. So you start with 12, and over the next days and weeks, like 18 more will be added. And each one will take some properties from your wallet, like what the collection you have, and add this pattern to the void. The thing is, it takes, even for the patterns, it takes some time to reveal. So right now, as you can see, only 3 of them already shown the patterns, and the rest is still empty. But actually, like internally, it's already determined on the like when the new Boyd is added to NFT, its properties already determined by that moment. So after that, it just takes some time to reveal the property. So initially, it starts as just a colored one, then the pattern will appear, and later in evolution for this particular Boyd, the pattern could change to some special materials. I do think in the collection some already have this, and later this special material could change to like fully special Boyd. So it could be start, for example, as I don't know, like blue one, then the pattern appears, then the pattern turns gold, and maybe at the very end this whole Boyd will become golden, keeping the pattern, of course. So it's funny because usually for regular normal I might say collection, what you get on the reveal is like the final state of your NFT. That's it. For this particular collection, it means for the next weeks you will have like extended, very long extended period of revealing the traits, because right now you see only like first small part of what your NFT will become, and they may like become more and more rare, and you don't know right now, so you have to keep it to fully understand what you actually have in your hands right now.
I've got a question from our Discord. Like, what actually can be like what might or will be changed during the growth period? Like, we understand about formation that there are some 7 formations
Mhm.
that we have at the beginning, but some of them, like very lucky, can actually rebirth into double formations. So
Mhm.
like there will be not that many of them, but some of them will be like rebirth. What about the color? Will color be changing with the time, or like the color pattern will be fixed?
Color pattern was determined on the mint and will not change, like color distribution and colors will not change. It's technically it was possible and we did some tests, but it wasn't well, two difficulties.
Of course.
One, on the visual side, it didn't look as like organized and interesting, because it if it change wallets, it just become like very random and not visually pleasing at all. And the other problem is the traits becoming more and more complex. Let's say like this one, for example, it has you just specify 2 colors and the way it makes like color scheme. And actually, it's a interesting thing. This one has a what we call checkers. So like each even and odd Boyds are changing primary and secondary colors, and this particular trait is a rare one. So at least it's how designed in probabilities. I cannot tell you like final distribution, because we should check like what you guys used, what the wallet's content was on minting and what the numbers were.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah,
So
so colors are not
check color.
changing.
Yeah.
What's actually changing is patterns. Uh, the probabilities of special materials for patterns and Boyd, like full Boyd materials. And another big part we haven't discussed yet is not visual, but like dynamic qualities of your NFT. How long will it take for fully evolve? Because it's
Be- be-
a separate
Before
topic. I mean, we can discuss last later. Yeah.
Yeah, before we move to this, like tell us a little bit about patterns. You said that patterns might change with the time. Does this mean so? I have a flock and it grows, and I've got cool cats NFTs, and my cool cats NFTs started influence my LIOM, and I've got this cool cats pattern.
Mhm.
Is it like and I'm selling this NFT? Will the new owner might be able to substitute my patterns, or they will be there
No.
forever?
No, I mean, all what already been added will not change. So if you, for example, I don't know, you
Cool.
have an NFT which potentially could have, let's say, 50 Boyds, and you keep it in one wallet until it got to 25. and you got specific patterns which are like specific to this wallet, and then sell to or like transfer to another wallet which has completely different set of collab collections. This means the first 25 voids will remain the same. Obviously, like nothing will be changed. But the new 25, if you keep it in this wallet, the new voids, what that will be added, they will inherit the properties from the new wallet, obviously. So it's it's how it works.
It makes sense.
Well,
Yeah.
sure. I don't think anyone want to buy something from the market and suddenly like it's already different when you take it and something been removed. It doesn't seem like fair.
Okay. And yeah, and my next question, before we move to the speed of the evolution, the probabilities of colors. Like, does each color have, like you said, the checkers are the rare one, but like,
Yeah.
are there any other colors that like are rarer than others? I see like dark red,
Uh,
beautiful.
no, the colors have well, they have equal probabilities, but so it should be. I think we have like 5 colors. So like overall distribution should be close to 20% for each, but obviously it will be not exactly because it's not predetermined. It's probabilities based. So some color might have at the end like I don't know 22% of red and 80% of blue, for example. So but it should be close to equal distribution. Colors distributed equally, but the color schemes are not. And the color scheme is how these colors are mixed together. uh, 3 types of distribution. I mean, 3 types of color schemes should have like close to equal distribution. It's flat color, gradient, and double gradient. And 2 more are rare ones. One of which is a checker. I just shown you, and the other one. Let me find the rainbow one. Let me find you an example, something like that. So, okay, does it work? So yeah, this one and the checkers are less frequent. I mean, they should be less frequent in the collection if our mechanics works right. And we did our best to ensure it works this way. That's for colors.
Nice.
Anything else before we dive in the rabbit hole of of evolution, speed, and all these like time-related properties?
Yeah, tell me about voids themselves. Like, are they changing with the time, or it's like they are exactly the same? Like that if I have dragonfly void, will it be there? Okay,
Yeah, it will be the same for the same motifs as for the colors and color scheme, just to not to overcomplicate the
makes
traits,
sense.
and it just works better visually. So if you have like a mandala, like I don't know, circular one of 50 similar shaped voids, it actually creates this like spiral hypnotic movement. But if you have like more or less random one because they are controlled by each wallet, it will just broke the illusion, and it will like. I mean, I did the test. Obviously, I tried, and I realized it works better if the shape is remains consistent for the whole NFT.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so let's move to the speed of the evaluation.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not that scary actually. I realize like I sound as it's something complicated, but it's not. So you have one parameter called well, let me see how we actually call it. It's well, solution progress, and is measured in percentages. So like this 20, it's means this particular NFT is on 20% of its valuation. It's the system checks everything and updates NFTs like for the whole collection I think every 4 hours. So it's like between 5 to 6 times a day. And it checks, at this moment, it checks the content of your wallet, like how active it was, what collections you have, if something changed, and gives like incremental updates for your evolution progress. If it sees like, well, it's time to add a new void, the new void will be born. If it realizes, well, some patterns should be revealed, it changes the properties, so these patterns should be revealed. The thing you should remember is, because of technical limitations, we decided to re-render your NFT, like update the visuals only on tens. So the system works in the background, adds everything, changes everything, but you will see what happened only when like next update for this particular NFT will be on 30%. And why is it so? Because in the ideal world, I would love to like every 4 hours re-render everything, right? So people will have like instant feedback of their actions and like have full control, full idea of what the NFT look like. The problem is we have 1,000 of NFTs, and each NFTs takes some time to render, because it's not just one frame. It's a sequence, because it's an animated thing. Meaning, if we update it like full collection 5 times a day, it will be just like ridiculously costly. It will make no sense. We just burn all the money we got on mint, and even that will be not enough just to go through 100 days. So we made this decision, maybe like in a few years, when the computing power will be cheaper, we could do this like incremental updates every single moment something changes. But for now, that's a compromise we had to take. So just to letting you know, the evolution will go, but updates will be only on 10, 20, 30, 50, etc. How you go through this evolution? So okay, we have like something in this evolution progress. Where are you right now? And I discussed like when the visuals will be updated, but there is 2 more things which are related to evolution, and this actually 4: evolution speed, evolution speed bonus. I don't see it. It should be somewhere. It's weird. Okay, for this weird. Okay, we should double check the traits for this in, because it should have like evolution speed is
Maybe this one will be super rare one.
without bonus. I don't know. Like we should double check. Anyway, the speed is how fast you go through this progress, right? And the speed is was determined for this particular NFT on the mint. So it could be like low, medium, or high, and depending on that, you may get your NFT grow not in 100 days, but in 80 days, or like even 50 days, if you're lucky enough. But that's you cannot control. That was just like content of your wallet and pure luck on mint. And this parameter will not change if you sell NFT, buy NFT. So this is like already set. But there is another part to speed which you can control, which called evolution speed bonus, and you technically can almost double the speed, evolution speed, using things you can control, you have control of. And these things are like how many LIOM NFTs you have in the same wallet, how many OG crystals you have in your wallet. So both of them give you speed boost, like small speed bumps. And another thing, how active your wallet was in last 2 weeks. So the thing is, we tried to make this each LIOM NFT some kind of reflection of what you have and what your activity is. And we obviously taken the activity from your wallet. So the more transactions you had with this particular wallet in past 2 weeks, the higher the speed bonus will be. Again, we made sure that if you don't put your NFT on sale, so you will not block your like evolution, everyone has more than enough time to go through the all 100% of evolution with 100 days. So there is no possibility that if you are like not lucky, you will not go to 100%. It's more about getting there earlier. And some could be just lucky on the mint and get this high speed. Someone could cheat their luck and have like some dynamic things and do like specific change the content of the wallet and get a speed bump and get there faster. And the other thing I mentioned before, so for lower numbers of possible voids in NFT, you get a bonus in speed. So like lower amounts, they have attendance. So it's not guaranteed to get, it's probability based, but it's biased to be faster on growth. Sorry, you should ask something, Flo. I feel
That's
guilty
what
of
I was
like completely taking the scene, and I'm already, it's like 30 minutes of constant talking. I'm on my limit.
No, but just to I think so. So if you own this one, for example, and you would now purchase another 4, yeah, you would speed up. You would that your speed of evolution would go up now, or was it set?
Yeah, well, I mean, on the next update, so it's
Right.
like within 0 to 4 hours. And the interesting thing, the evolution speed will go, I mean, not speed, but speed bonus will go up, not for only this one, but for all 3 you have. So like they influence each one equally. So it helps because it's not about NFT, it's about the wallet content. So after you buy 3, it means you have 4, and each one will treat it this way and have a speed bump.
Does this mean that sets grow on average faster than every other LIOMs?
Well, technically, yes and no. If you bought a set and kept it in one wallet, then yes. If you distribute it to separate wallets, there is no special trade for the set, right? It's just 7 LIOMs. The nice thing about set is you had guaranteed each one of these 7 formations. So otherwise, if you bought it like one by one, you could get lucky and have 7 different formations, or you not, and you could get like 7 circles, for example. Like you don't know. So the upside for buying these sets was have like guaranteed all possible types of formations. All other parameters are exactly the same as for every other like NFT. So yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
how the sets work. It's obviously it helps, right? So you understand that you have all of them, and if you keep it in one wallet, again, yeah, all of them will have a speed bump. But I felt, and the team felt, that it will be unfair to give even like more for people who, well, I mean, it's nice to have enough ether to buy 7, but we should try to make this playing field even. So if you have just one, you still have a lot of things that could benefit you, like rare traits and things.
Nice. Very good. I've got a question about sister LIOMs, like LIOMs that were bought in one wallet. Can we, I don't know, maybe guys from the community, can you share like your wallet or your sister LIOM, so we could see like I expect that they should be somehow similar but also different. It would be interesting to see, what is like the similar and what is different. That
I can say, I mean, as an algorithm designer, I can already tell you that they will be very different in almost everything except the patterns. The thing is, they share some properties, but you can find these similarities on high number of NFTs. So if for some reason, somehow you use one wallet to mint 100 of NFTs, for sure, it will be like you can see this like, or for example, have two wallets. That's a better example. One wallet bought 100 and another wallet bought 100. In this case, on bigger numbers, there will be clear understanding like what wallet influence what. But if you have bought two, well, or five, I don't think it's statistically plausible to say like, oh, they are sisters or brothers. The correlation will be too low, I think.
I see. Yeah. Flor, do you want to add?
Well, I have a question for Flo, because we are discussing only half of the whole project right now, right? Because the collection is nice. I'm super happy it's finally revealed. People's already started playing with it, doing this stuff, but it's only a half. The other half is what we call mother flock, and I think no one is better suited than Floor to tell us and everyone about the connection and what the mother flock is.
Yeah. And that was actually that's how the project. That's kind of where the project was coming from. Instead of bringing lots of things together, we had one thing, and then we're taking it. We were taking it apart. So all of these at some point in their lives will be kind of frozen where they are, for not on the not in the wallets, but we will take a snapshot of them, and then they will all come together to form this the actual flock, which we call the mother flock. So all these different things in terms of the variations that we were in control of setting the limits, but not necessarily in determining or previewing how the end result will look. They will all come together to form this algorithmically controlled organism. This big flock. So it will be. I think we think what we can expect, but because it depends on every single of them, and in which wallet, which other NFTs there were. So they will all, So it was it's unpredictable, and they will come all together at some point, and we will show this in like as one joint organism.
Very, very cool. Yeah. Thank you, Flor. Really exciting. Guys from the community, do you want us to talk about Yo exactly, LIOM? Just send us the number, and we are happy to review it.
While they are gathering the questions, I just wanted to add that there are going to be a web version of the mother flock, so you don't have to be in major gallery or museum wherever this mother flock from like Random International, one of the kind, will be exhibited. You can have your small own exhibition at your phone or on your desktop. It obviously will be like simpler in look because of the hardware limitations. Obviously, like we cannot expect everyone has the same high-end hardware as this one-of-the-kind installation, but it will be the same principle. It will have tens of thousands of voids, and the distribution of this flock, of the qualities of this flock, will be directly inherited from what you guys already born in your NFTs. So all the properties, like how many of each color, how many of each pattern, how much, what the distribution of like special materials, all the things will be reflected in the mother flock. So if all of you, I don't know, Bored Apes lovers and have every single wallet has an ape, I wish all of us were in the state. But if in this case, it will add more Bored Apes patterns in each NFT, and then combined together, this flock will reflect this thing too. So having like much higher percentage of Bored Ape voids in the flock. So it's interesting to see, because it will be like a reflection, like each NFT will be a reflection of your wallet, and all of them combined together will be a reflection of the more or less like market. Obviously, it's a small slice, but that's what it is. It's
Very nice.
conceptually, I do love this idea.
Yeah, it's technically interesting and conceptually very strong. I love it as well. And we have like few requests already. So can we check number 178?
Okay. What number again?
178.
178. Stressful to do it live, right? It's like even like Microsoft and Apple has better moments in like live presentations, so they try to pre-record as much as possible. And I'm just like sitting here seeing all these NFTs for the first time, and okay, this is a good one. Luckily, it's a good one. So what was the question?
So yeah, what was the question?
Yeah,
Yeah,
178.
it's like just like your overview of 178, like in terms of rarity, in terms of visual qualities, in terms of your maybe personal preferences. Like every aspect is super interesting.
So just like comment on what do I see?
Yes, exactly. What do you see? Like,
Okay, well,
is there
as I
anything?
said,
Yeah.
it has checkers as color scheme, which is more rare than many others. I do
Okay,
think
we don't see your screen. Can you?
Oh, sorry. Okay, share the screen. Can you see it now?
I can see it now, but maybe like for
Yes.
some devices it will take some time. So yeah, please continue.
Okay, so as I said, colors are distributed more or less equally, so there is no like rarity kind of a thing for the colors themselves. But the combinations of colors are like this particular one is a checkers, which is rare, more rare than some other. So you got something good happening here on this side. For the Boyd's number, so its evolution progress is 30 and it has 11 Boyds, meaning it will end up on like lower part of Boyd distribution, so it probably will be around like 17 or 20. Not so many additional Boyds will be added, but in turn it means probably like, let me check the speed. So you got high evolution speed already, which is nice. So you will get to the finish line faster than many other people. What else? You will have higher probabilities of special materials. They are not revealed yet, right? Because it's still early in evolution progress. But maybe you may end up, I don't know, I mean, even like 100% of all Boyds will be changed to gold or silver or pearl or black. So you have a higher chance. Obviously, it's not guaranteed, but you have a higher chance to get in higher numbers of these special materials. Not revealed yet for this particular one. You'll see later in evolution progress. As for the traits, so for 60%, it's not revealed yet. So it's, as I said, it's actually already determined, but it will take some time for this 60% of voids to show the patterns. For the patterns, you already have, well, you get art block, board ape, and 15% of crystals. My guess is you have these special crystals with special traits of art blocks and board apes, and that's where these traits come from. Because as we said in our growth and evolution guide, if you have a OG crystal with, for example, art block piece in it, system will treat this crystal actually as two NFTs. One is OG crystal and another one is art block. And probably that's where these two patterns come from. Or, I don't know, maybe you have a couple of crystals with no particular traits and actual art block and actual board tape, which for the system, again, it will be completely the same, like internally.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Really helpful. And Flo, like, what's to your taste, like, to your like very much personal taste? Like, do you prefer many different patterns, or to have maybe a single pattern for the whole LIOM? To make them like, how do you feel about this, like, number of patterns in one LIOM?
Sorry, you were breaking up in the. Oh, I was, or you were breaking up for me in the.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my question was about different patterns for one LIOM. How do you feel? Is it like, would you prefer to have one pattern for the whole LIOM or many different patterns in one LIOM?
Personally, for
Personally, of course. Yeah, I know that's very subjective, so I'm just like, that's why I'm asking. Like, there's no right or wrong question here.
no. I like the combinations, and I think there's I think especially the patterns chosen in general, like most of them work really well together. I'm more like I would more look at the in terms of if I would prefer or not prefer. I would more look at the colors for me. Like I'm a how do you say? I'm a monochromic, and I'm a monochrome person. but
you should find a black one, like a super rare 100% of black voids with patterns. So this is as close as you can get with this collection for being monochromatic.
Nice.
Actually, I want to add like a small shout out for the patterns for the design, because it's more than 50 collections supported by Life in Our Minds, meaning we had to design and approve with official partners every single one of the patterns. So there is no like random patterns. They actually were designed, and each one tried to, with limitations, obviously, because we tried to get the visual visual identity of each collection and interpret it as a two-dimensional black and white pattern, which is tricky because we didn't want to actually use any images or like text or logotypes or like actual graphical elements from each collection, because otherwise it will be just too derivative. So we had to come up with each one of these 50 plus designs and make sure they are recognizable. They have a conceptual and visual connection to the collection, and they should work, as Flo said, they should work together in one piece. So big shout out to Yana Korzhina, freelance illustrator, who helped us here. I was art directing her, but the most body of the work on patterns was on her, and she did magnificent job. I mean, I shouldn't just. It feels like I'm only saying that Yana were this only person responsible for making this collection happen. Obviously, it's like huge collaborative effort from both from Snark.Art, OG.Art platform like developers and marketing team, Random International for like their conceptual part and they part in designing these NFTs and the flock itself. And the Pace, who is again huge player in gallery marketing, like what we call like conventional art market. So they help in producing and finding right persons for this project were significant. So it's I don't know. Are we wrapping up? Because I already started this moment when you have a Oscar and saying
we
thanks
have
to my
so many
mother.
we have so many requests. Let's maybe discuss like at least one more LIOM, and I think this like I found like something that I think maybe a special one. It's 138.
138. Okay. I seen the request for this 314. Well, everything. I mean, it looks nice. First of all, I love the color palette, and the interesting thing here, it already shows two silver materials for the patterns, which is rare trait, obviously. So generic one, like the first level, is having this black kind of blackish patterns on your colored voids, but for more rare cases it could transform. So it starts as like, for example, like this is a pattern, it's actually xoids. The collection I've been working on at our first project, we worked together with Andy and Snark.Art. So this is a xoid pattern which was converted already to silver, and over here it's the same pattern which hasn't converted yet, or maybe it will not convert at all. So you don't know like how many of these will convert, but you will see. I mean, it should say yeah. So material silver, it's what gave like shows as a trait. So you have some of your voids already with special materials. Sorry, what was the number you asked about?
138.
38. Okay. Well, interesting thing here is you are on evolution progress 20 and you already have almost 20 voids. So this will end up having, I think, like close to 50 at the very end, which is on the like higher end of possible voids for each NFT. So this rate will be super rare, I guess, like that big amount of voids. And another cool thing, you have more variety, like more voids means you can have more different traits if you like to collect them all. That's interesting. The other thing, let me see the properties. It feels like almost all of revealed has pattern LIOM, and that's what happens when you don't have any other supported collection, because we treat Life in Our Months collection in your wallet the same way as we treat any other collection, meaning if you have like completely empty wallet before minting, you add Life in Our Minds, and this becomes 100% of voids will have this trait. So this is a easy way of getting 100% of one particular type of the pattern, because all other, it will, you should be extremely lucky to get 100% of patterns for any other collections. It's almost impossible. But for the OM, it can work this way. And what else? And this is the color scheme. It's just one color, so it's not super rare. It's on, should be on the same percentages as gradients and double gradients. So these three are more common ones, and checker and rainbow more rare.
Nice, nice. Thank you very much. So we're like almost running out of time. Like maybe last minute questions. Maybe we'll not be discussing the exact LIOMs anymore, but maybe like some general questions. Like happy to answer. Um, and Flo, like which one like is your favorite so far?
Well, this one, I didn't want to interrupt you, Daniel, but I
Yeah.
said, "Oh, this is the flow special. This is the no." I really like I really like the color combination, and like just slightly the slight variance. I think that's really well.
We spent so much time actually like refining the color palette,
Yeah,
making sure that it works in every possible combination, works with just one color, the checker. So yeah,
no,
it's,
I think that
I
worked out.
mean, yeah, everything about this collection, it's been in production for almost 6 months, I think. I recently just checked because we had these weekly conversations with Random International and Pace on each Tuesday. It was in my schedule. Every single Tuesday, we talked, and I presented what's been done on my side, presented it to Pace and Random. We discussed what we have to do, and I have a track for every single meeting. And the first one was in mid-March.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's like 7 months from today, and it's been constant iterative process of like developing it. So there is pun intended, not much random in the Random International collection.
Yeah, no, but I think it was. I mean, it was so worth it. It looks awesome.
Nice. Um, yeah, thank you very much. This was really, really cool, and there's a lot of information that we all need to
My pleasure.
digest. And yeah, there will be more questions in Discord. So if you guys like have time, maybe to spend I don't know like next 15-20 minutes in Discord just to say hello to the to our community, that would be really cool. Thanks
Sure.
for
Well,
your time.
I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to be present in the Discord for like if you ask about visuals or about mechanics, it usually I have the privilege of answering it. For all other questions, it's marketing or dev team or someone from random, because at some point you will have questions about the vlog, how it will evolve, where it will be presented. What about like collective ownership, DAO? All of these questions are luckily not on me.
Yeah, that's like there's so much uh, about Motherflock that we still need to learn, and there's so many like big events are coming, some big news. So like we just need to be patient, and yeah, thank you very much, Flo,
Thank you.
Danil. That was exciting. Yeah,
Yeah, it was exciting journey, like creating this thing, and now the second and maybe most interesting part starts, where we actually like give it to you guys, to the community, and I can wait to see what the final state will be in 50 days or in 100 days, and how it will all then flock together as a one collective global kind of digital
Scout.
sculpture. I don't know how to call it even. So yeah, thanks. I mean, from my side as artist and co-creator of the collection, thanks to Random International being patient. Thanks for Pace for being present and helping us on every step, like guiding from their knowledge. And obviously, thanks to Snark for developing the platform, which is it's funny that we all like talk about the collection, but spend almost zero time talking about the platform, because it's a huge topic. And I hope guys from OG.Art will find time and like talk to community, to both to the community of collectors and artists, because the platform itself allows so many new things to happen, because this collection wouldn't be even possible without like this underlying backend work they made for the launch of the collection, like simultaneously launching the platform and the collection simultaneously. And it will get even better and better as new collections will be released. I don't know, like Andy has a plan, marketing plan, when to talk about what coming next for the platform. I'm super excited to see. I was lucky enough to be like the person who was the first one on the launch, but there are so many new interesting collections with new names and big names coming. So I can't wait to you guys to actually like tell it at some point to the community.
Yeah, we'll definitely tell at some point. But so far, there's so many things that like still ahead of the Life in Our Minds collection. Like,
Sure. I mean, I'm not trying to like pull the attention. Not like that. It's just as I said, it should be a separate stream about just the platform.
Agree.
Cool. Well, guys,
Yeah.
have
Thank you
a
for.
great next 100 days. It's exciting and full of surprises.
Yeah. Let's flock together.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I'm blocking out of the screen. See you guys. It was nice to talk to you. Bye.
Bye bye.